fam.
Welcome back to our channel.
Welcome, fam. We missed you.
It's been a minute. We've missed you. Well, we know you're catching up, right, on
Yeah.
the Mauritius vlog. And if you're not, like, come on, link up back, yeah?
Yeah, fam. Listen, there is still more coming, so stay tuned.
Stay tuned. But guys, before we go anywhere, verse of the day.
Yes, verse of today comes from Ephesians 3, verse 20.
What are you trusting God for? I just want to ask that question quickly because the scripture, the Bible tells me that God is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all that we could ever ask, think, or imagine.
Amen.
According to the power that worketh within us. It's all about faith, right? So whatever you're trusting God for, just know that He can supersede that. He can do, man, beyond what you could ever imagine. So trust God to just give you bucket loads, overflowing, pouring over, running over, shaken together. Man, we could go on.
I receive.
Trust God to do exceedingly.
Always.
That's
always.
it, yeah?
But yes, fam, to get to today's video, it is sponsored by Beducated.
Yes!
The Netflix of sexual wellness.
They believe that sexual happiness is trainable.
Yes.
No, like it's trainable. Like
It is
again,
trainable.
practice makes perfect, right?
Yeah, but I think wisdom makes perfect.
Oh, okay,
Knowledge
yeah.
as well makes perfect, right?
You're right. I mean, you need the knowledge to know what you're doing, right?
100%.
Then you practice, and yeah, no, with Beducated, I mean, there's so much to learn.
Listen, they've got a whole library of courses online that you can choose from because we've done pleasure mapping, we've
yes.
done the art of sensual kiss, and recently we've done roadmap to intimacy.
Fam, listen. Yeah, you know what? Let me not get into it right now. No?
Listen, fam, there's so much to choose from, and you can also get them for free for 1 day.
Yep.
Listen, on Beducated, you can do that for 1 day.
Yep, and you can get 70% off of the yearly pass using our special nice Nyana discount code. You'll find that in the description box below.
Yes.
Yeah, but listen, guys. Listen, quick story. Let's go back. Before we got married.
Yeah.
In fact, did I propose to you at the time? I'm just trying to think.
I'm
Yeah,
not sure.
I had proposed to you.
Okay.
It was at work. Now, this colleague of mine, he was like, dude, are you serious? Are you ready to just lock down with one woman? You know, are you ready to be intimate with one woman for the rest of your life? How are you going to do it?
Yeah.
Like, are you serious? You're still young. Why are you trying to, you know, sell yourself
Try
out
to lock yourself down
and you're
forever.
done with one woman? How are you gonna keep intimate, you know, and enjoy it? I mean, this, you know.
Was it not king? Why was he saying that? Was he
I
trying
get
to
it.
scare you off?
I think, I mean, a lot of, I don't know, some guys believe that it cannot be done. You need a side dish, you need a main dish, main course,
No,
and
but-
then snack that side, snack this side.
You
Maybe you
only
was
get full
wondering.
too
what-
quickly, man. You must enjoy your main course. That's it.
all I
You should
told
focus
him.
only on your
I
main
told
course.
him, I've got the main course, what more do I
Your
need?
main course has all the elements that you need.
There's
How?
dessert there, there's everything.
Everything.
Starters. It's one meal. Main course is main.
But
main
can you stop
alles.
referring women to courses, please?
Okay,
Ow.
okay, I'm sorry.
Please,
Sorry,
do.
fam, forgive me. Ish.
But anyway, how do you think that we will then have longevity in the intimacy?
In our intimacy. Well, I mean, we just recently discovered now that actually what we've been doing since we're dating is part of the intimacy roadmap. And that's what I love about Beducated. It mapped it out so nicely that with the roadmap to intimacy, we need to either be physically intimate, we can either be emotionally intimate, we could be sensually intimate, or fourthly,
Sexually.
we could be sexually intimate, of course, right? And I mean, stuff like just holding hands, being flirtatious with one another, being able to give each other massages, and it's not always about the orgasm, but it's just about being together and enjoying life together.
I mean, like, how do couples who have been together for about plus 40, 50 years do it? I mean, I would love to have conversations with them and ask them, how do they keep that intimacy alive? But I bet you it has to deal with all those intimacies included, mashed up all
100%.
together.
You cannot be monotonous. That's the other thing, right? You can't just keep to one thing all the time, right? You need to be exploring, number one. You need to be learning up, reading up on new ways and new things. And obviously, this is where Beducated comes in with all those courses that you guys can go check out and have fun in realizing that, listen, hey, man, we could be doing things differently in the room or anywhere else. In the
What
house.
we realized from this roadmap to intimacy is that it's back to basics. Whatever you learn before on how to get the girl? Like, for example, the emotional intimacy.
Yeah.
How did you, Mudi, say, come for me emotionally?
Now we shapile ka di pooms. I had to, give her those, sort of connect with her on a more, how can I put it?
On a personal level.
Yeah, personal level. So that it's not just about, okay, listen, I just want you now, hold you, hey, let's go to the room and do things. It was never about that. It was about giving her those words of affirmation, giving her, figuring out what are her love languages, actually. What's your perfect love language or languages?
But I don't think we figured that out.
But we didn't figure it out.
On.
But obviously initially just, charming you and trying to chat with you, text you. That way I could figure out, okay, she likes this more than that. She doesn't really like the gifts that much. She likes it when I tell her stuff, or,
You know what? For me, I think it took me a long time to actually understand that there is an emotional intimacy involved. I don't think I was emotionally involved to that extent.
And I was. That's the thing. I initially, when we started dating, I was already connected.
Yeah.
And I think
he was, gunning for it already. This is a hopeless romantic. I think we've already spoken about this. He was there full out, showing all his emotions, everything. And I was just like, no, dude, give me time. Like hold your horses, relax, like take your time.
But the thing is that it's because I initially have to emotionally connect with you. You understand? There has to be, like, the energy has to be there. Like, there's energies, we know that, right?
I agree.
And like I told her, and I think, fam, some of you might remember me saying this, that I initially didn't want any physical intimacy with her when we started off. I told her I want friendship, but that's because with friendship, I want to emotionally connect with you spiritually as well. I want to connect.
I understand.
Find our ground.
But you must understand, there was only a certain amount of an emotional attachment that we could do at that point.
True,
because we were still young and
we were still
and
young.
now that we're growing into our marriage and continuing on for years, there's still more to learn. There's so much unlearning that we spoke about,
Lots of unlearning.
and relearning again of what we like and what works for us.
Yeah, and what doesn't as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so there's other intimacies, like physical intimacies, my love. Physical intimacies could mean touching, like we're saying, and holding hands. Doesn't necessarily have to do with things of sexual nature.
Yeah.
It could be literally physical intimacy could be actually playing soccer together or running together or going
finding
to
a hobby
gym together.
Yeah.
Exactly. So you have to kind of find what you're intimate with
physically and without penetration, fam. Like, hold the horses.
He had to just go there.
We will go there, but there's other ways of being intimate. And like we're saying, it's simple things, simple gestures, like just doing physical activities outside of the room, of course.
That is true. And there are other 4 additional intimacies that we could tap into. There is intellectual intimacy.
Ooh, Reho loves this one a lot. I remember you said when we started dating about, what did you say? You're like, you dream of the days where we can wake up in the morning. What was it? Read news.
That is so true, because listen, it's like from almost like a movie scene, whereby I would think that in the morning my husband and I would wake up and would sit by the table, I'll make him breakfast and he would read the newspaper and we'll discuss about the politics or what's happening.
Of which we do, actually.
Of which you do, but unfortunately,
there's no physical newspaper.
There's no physical newspaper reading, like, obviously on your phone. So you're kind of wondering, is your husband actually reading the news or is he on Instagram the whole time?
Seriously.
Really,
Come on. Look.
But anyway, the intellectual intimacy is just to, tap into the mind and you kind of find your bearings as to, okay, this is where my partner is on an intellectual level and I can meet them there, and you can't discriminate. If your partner's not there, you help them, you teach them more that, listen, this is what's happening around the world. If they don't know about commodities or don't know about finances or whatever that there is to know about.
Right, I think there's a separate video on what commodities are if you don't know what commodities are. But no, it's true. It's about being thought leaders, together as a couple and challenging each other on that level, so that we're not just all about not just all about us and our little cocoon and our little bubble at home, but yes, we are thought leaders in that we're thinking about what's happening around the world and what's affecting us, and so forth and so on. So
that's true.
I mean, we're being intimate just by doing that. Can you imagine? Eh?
That is true, my baby. And there is still another intimacy, which is the aesthetic intimacy.
Yes. We learned that one, fam. Wow.
That was a new
with
one.
Beducated, you'll learn a lot. So we learned that with aesthetic intimacy, it's simple things like gazing out into the stars together. If you do that together, you enjoy that, or you enjoy
watching the rainbow, or watching the thunderstorm.
You should say rainbow. She loves the rainbow. She's like, yo, baby, rainbow, yo, the color photo. What? That's what you do, babe.
I do love rainbows.
You love them.
This is being so dramatic.
Nah, but babe, that is you, literally.
This is being so dramatic. But the other one that we truly, truly do love together is the intertwine, or when the trees
yes
collide
together, especially now in spring, summer now, where you find the jacaranda trees and the purple. I mean, they're so beautiful, and you get those roads where the jacaranda trees are just intertwined like that, and it's just blossomed, and there's petals on the ground, on the street. Oh
so
man,
beautiful. So
we love that.
So that already connects us.
Done.
It's intimate because we share a connection in what we love together. Okay.
That's a cool one, eh?
All right. So, and then there's another one. There's affection, which we've spoken about, which is holding hands. It's different from the physical one, because the physical one is running, right? And gym and quad biking, whatever that is.
Yeah.
And there's also
all those
social
activities,
social intimacy as well. So basically going out on dates, either going out on date together or double dating.
Yeah, meeting other people, which we love to do. Yep.
We love to do it, my love.
We do. I mean, hey, it's been fun. Meeting you, fam bam, and meeting new friends, making new friends.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what we enjoy to do. And we're just being intimate by just being social with other people. Yeah?
Yeah, that's about it.
That's about it, fam. But that's not it. She's actually giving you only the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah.
There's so much more for you guys to check out. With our lovely discount code in the descriptions below, go check it out.
Yes, fam.
Go sign up. That's what you're gonna do. Sign up. Beducated. You're done.
That's it, fam. And until the next video.
Hepa or vlog, which there's a vlog coming. So we love you. Bye, fam.
Bye, fam.